Alrighty, dear traders, dear ladies and gentlemen, good day, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day of the day, good day of the day. My name is Thomas, and I will conduct the following webinar for you. How's everyone doing today? How's your mood? How's your trading? Which is probably the most important question, of course, since we are all here. We are all traders here, right? Guys, what's going on? What's going on with your trade, with your trading activities, with your lifestyle? How are things in general? Are you enjoying summer? Maybe in some countries you're having winter, right? Because we have the southern hemisphere and we also have the northern hemisphere, and basically we have summer here in the northern hemisphere, and you guys might be having some nice winter time in the southern hemisphere. So, anyways, my dear traders, I'm excited to start the following webinar for you. Do you have any questions? Do you have any topics for discussion that you wanna ask me? You wanna discuss? So feel free to leave any comments, any likes, any comments. I have not seen. I have not noticed anything. So New York Stock Exchange will be closed tomorrow due to the Independence Day due to the holiday, which is the Independence Day in the United States of America. Okay, guys, I start to wonder if I'm audible and if yeah, everything is correct. It's the 3rd of July. So, anyways, guys, I hope that you will join my trading session and that I will eventually see and hear from you here. So, here we are. Well, first of all, what can we start discussing? So, let's discuss the following thing. So, as we can see that Bitcoin since the 21st of August has been sitting in this quite narrow range, not really moving anywhere. It's just kind of like the canonic example of the so-called sideways movement, right? When you don't really see any move up or down, but instead you see mostly all right. So like this, we have this right. So this is quite a narrow range, right? We are here trading between the 31,000 and 30,000. So wow, this is really a very narrow range, especially taking into consideration how okay. All right. So, dear traders, as it turns out that I just noticed that the privacy settings has someone just changed those properties, and that's why there was no one no one was watching my stream. Anyways, dear traders, I guess you'll be joining now the stream that we are having today, and so yeah, my name is Thomas once again for those who are just joining this live trading session, and I hope you guys can now hear me and you can now see me. I apologize once again, somehow there was this mistake in the privacy settings, so this webinar was set for access only through a direct link, and I wasn't aware of that. So I don't know, maybe it was my mistake, maybe it was a mistake of someone who created this webinar. It's kind of difficult to tell, but anyways. So, wonderful day, wonderful Monday. The second month of summer in the Northern Hemisphere has just begun. and I welcome you all to this wonderful trading session. Dear traders, I hope that everyone is doing fine and you guys are having wonderful profits. And if you're not having wonderful profits, at least you're learning something, and that you're moving towards the bright future with us or on your own, depending on how you want to learn and to progress. So here we are. What we're gonna say about? So I just started talking about Bitcoin, that basically it's been sitting in this narrow range between 30,000 and 31 point, well, basically 31.3 kind of. We saw the stop, and that's quite an event. That's quite a happening. That so more than almost 2 weeks now. Yeah, almost. It's almost 1.5, almost 2 weeks that we've been sitting in this really narrow range. In the meantime, we can see that some of our biggest winners of this movement are, for example, Bitcoin Cash, which sort of tripled in price, not just doubled, but it went from 107 to almost 326. So yeah, at some point of time, it was making plus 300%. So I don't know if you guys managed to profit off of that. I profited a little bit. I was too soon. I was too quick to close my trade on Bitcoin Cash. So it closed a little bit sooner than I expected. Then, well, pretty much we are seeing some form of a rebound on almost all the cryptocurrencies out there, but in fact they're just growing by not as significantly as Bitcoin Cash, of course, but still we are seeing some nice some nice movement. So in this case, probably our best strategy would be to sort of find some assets which have not started going up in price, which have not increased in price, and hopefully buy them, hoping that for example, this Cardano will be catching up with the moves of the previous cryptocurrencies like Litecoin and Bitcoin and others. So that's a strategy. I'm sort of now wondering what to buy because this doesn't seem like a very strong like change of trend. I don't really know what exactly is the main reason, because many people say different things about Bitcoin and why is it rising. Well, mostly because it's kind of like this asset that protects you from kind of like this inflation protection, or yeah, I would say something like that. Now it still looks like a little bit of speculative growth, but of course we don't know. So a lot can happen, and by constantly looking at the previous chart, we can see, for example, Litecoin, yeah, it went from like 50 up to 400 in 2021. So it seems like every 2-3 years the history repeats, and there are a lot of people who sort of wait out, and then once Litecoin, once they see these quotes here, they immediately start buying, and they end up like losing a lot of money. And then once things get quiet, and then all of a sudden more people just buy it again, and then eventually it goes up in price. So it's crypto market. It's pretty volatile. It's really highly manipulative, and there is no one surefire way to tell there's no surefire method to tell whether this kind of growth is for real or it's just a temporary thing. So the question here, hello, how to deposit? Well, deposit and making deposits is simple. All you need to do is you need to click here the payments button, And once you click that button, you are going to see different options. So you can deposit, with crypto methods, crypto payment methods, which are very popular: USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We have many of them. Then we have bank cards, we have Neteller, Screen, Perfect Money, Advanced Cash, and also you might see some local means of payments, methods of payment in your countries, because for every country we have a different set of payment tools, because well, basically, yeah, each country has their own payment tools. Next question from George. So, hello. Today I got to know OLYMP TRADE has the new phase or moon phase indicator. What is the use of it and how to use it? Can you please explain about it as well as possible? Yes. Let's find this instrument. So all we need to do is we click here the technical analysis tab. We press open instruments list, and here just start typing moon phase indicator. Guys, to be honest, I don't use this indicator in trading. Basically, it sort of tells us when. So you can. Well, it's kind of like quasi-astrology. It doesn't have to do much with trading, but yet there are many people who sort of notice certain patterns when the moon is active. So, for example, when the moon is growing, like from here and up to here, now many people consider this to be the growth phase. Now, has it proven? Does it have any confirmation or statistical advantage? I don't think so. I don't think so. But on the other hand, the contrary is true. So when the moon is declining, then I see this wave of growth. So, and here it's the opposite, right? So we had this drop that happened. So guys, to be honest, I don't know. I don't use this indicator in trades. Yet many people consider this to be because the moon is the natural satellite of Earth, and that it has a huge impact on the all the processes that are happening in the world, that are happening with our planet, from tides in the ocean and to geomagnetic activities. So if you look, but I think I have this. There is this true saying among traders: if you look long enough, if you stare long enough at charts, then you're going to notice some patterns which are not really there. So I don't know. I tried, and sometimes it just does seem that yes, this works, and there are certain correlations to that. But to be honest, I don't really notice that. So, anyways, guys. So nice comment from Sabir here. Sir, we're missing you lots in Wednesday webinar where you traded with us. That was very enjoyable for us. So last week I did some trading on Friday. So you can watch that webinar, and that was the barcode strategy. So hopefully I will be doing this more. Now my specialty now is this market analysis that some people have to do. It's like my duty. So guys, what's happening this week in terms of market activities, right? So yeah, Canada day off. United States tomorrow, Independence Day. So RBA, so Reserve Bank of Australia, rate decision. There's going to be tons of activity on the Australian dollar, so that's going to be big. Next, well, yeah, it's basically the non-farm payrolls week, right? So on Friday, the 7th of July, we are going to see non-farm payrolls, which is the most important piece of news out there, right? There isn't anything else more important than this piece of news. Next, we have some activity on Wednesday, which is also late in the evening for most of us, except for those who live in the Western Hemisphere. So FOMC meetings, which basically is going to tell us about the changes in the American policies in the future. So then on Thursday we have ADP non-farm employment change, which is a news that precedes the non-farm payrolls release on Friday. Might see some activity on that, and because of Tuesday being a day off in the United States, the oil data will be released on Thursday this week. Now, there are quite important, okay, so let me just remove this moon phases indicator. Since I don't really use it that much in my trades. Now, let's focus a little bit on Brent because we saw some important news today. So first of all, it's some news that came from Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia announced that they don't plan to add more oil. They don't plan to increase any oil outputs, and instead they are going to maintain those production cuts for the next month as well, basically for the month of August. And also Russia came with the news today saying that Russia also doesn't have any plans of increasing the oil production. So things are as they are, and it doesn't seem like that's a lot of positive news for the oil market. Well, it depends from which point of view you are looking at that, right? So if you have bullish positions on Brent, that's one thing, right? So then you're interested in that. Now, if you have if you have bearish view, then of course that this news is not good. Now, this is something unique for 2 months straight. Oil is trading somewhere between 77 and 72. And if you look at it, how precise it's with surgical precision, it goes from 72 exactly, 72 up to 77, and then it drops to like back to 72. So it's amazing. So are we going to see a breakout? Well, I mean, definitely at some point of time we will see this breakout. I don't know in which direction. Will it be an upwards move or downwards move? It's kind of difficult to say, but I think eventually we are going to see that, and that, in my opinion, is almost an inevitable move. So yeah, 75.6. So we are exactly in the middle, slightly above the middle of this range. Now, please do analysis about gold. Can we invest in gold for long period? Yes, I think I had a discussion with a friend of mine here in the company, with a friend of mine. And we were talking about possibilities of buying gold in different countries, and it turns out that not in every country you can actually buy physical gold. Like you cannot buy those golden, what's it called, you cannot buy metal. Okay. Ingots, yeah, gold ingots. golden cakes. I don't know golden cakes. Wow, never knew this word, never looked up this word in English. So you can buy physical gold, and that's a good way to invest. Now, if you look at what's happening with gold now, I think it's once again, so for almost 3 years now, gold. So 3 years ago, July 2020, gold was trading at exactly the same prices, 1900s, around that, and the lowest oil drop was 1600. So definitely, guys, it looks like gold has some potential that it can go down a little bit, but in the long run, I just don't see how how gold can really go down. And I think that it has a lot of potential for further increase. So let me do some drawing for you. So yeah, you all see this ascending triangle. So above that it's level 2000. Okay, so 2000, and slowly but steadily we are approaching, we are moving towards this. And as you can see, there was a drop, there was a correction level to here. And now we are trading here at 1900. So yeah, things are as they are. And eventually, yeah, I think in the long run, gold is bound for another uptrade. But gold is not really an asset that is moving a lot, right? See, if you look at it, it can stay in one range for a long period of time, right? So from almost all for 1 month straight, since June to since July, since May till the middle of June, it was trading in this very narrow range again. And that is another sign that it's just a slow moving asset. Okay, so it's all right to trade such slowly moving assets. Maybe you can even have a nice you can get a very nice price. You don't have to be in a rush. But generally speaking, I think, yeah, gold definitely is bound for further increase. It's fairly simple, right? Gold is used in industry. Gold might be a substitute for many currencies in the coming future. I think the importance of gold will only be increasing, will only increase. So, given all these facts, I think we can easily see a nice like upwards push on gold. So, okay, what position are you in? Let's see. I'm in on cryptocurrencies. So as you can see, I have some longs on Cardano, EOS, and Litecoin. So the best one so far is Litecoin, and yeah, it's time to make adjustments to my take profits and stop losses. So once you're making so much profit, you cannot, you should never like afford, you should never lose. Okay, so once you are making plus 143, there is no way you should be able to lose money here. Okay, so it's at least put it to plus 50% so that you don't lose, you don't give away too many profits. So guys, do we have any further questions here? Please share your. So explain Ishimoku strategy. Okay, so Ishimoku strategy. Okay, so we used to have a strategy called I think sharp dive or nose dive, something like that. So let me see what can I explain about Ishimoku in simple words. So guys, to be honest, I don't use Ishimoku in my trades much. I almost never use it because, first of all, in my opinion, it seems like an overly complicated asset or instrument, and I like more. I sometimes like the like this approach when simple stuff is more important, more relevant than difficult stuff, than complex stuff. So sometimes you don't wanna. I think SMA, like the 20 SMA or the 50 SMA, is going to give you more profits than, for example, this exotic Ishimoku. Nevertheless, there is a strategy that we used to do a lot, well, quite a lot in our in our days. So this strategy was called, or is called, this sharp dive, I think. And the logic in this strategy was very simple. So let me go ahead and open, say, the Euro USD. Okay, so we have the Euro USD, and with Euro USD, you open down trades, and this mode of trading that was used a lot in FTT trades, and we would use this when the Okay, so let me switch to 1 minute time frame. So with 1 minute time frame, I think it was more accurate than when, yeah, something like this. When so we also need to change the type of chart to from Japanese candlesticks, we need to switch to Heikin Ashi. So once you've switched to Heikin Ashi, and then you sort of start observing these points when red Heikin Ashi enters green area on Ishimoku. So green enters red, and green enters red enters green, and green enters red. So for example, according to the strategy, this was not a good signal, but in fact it turns out profitable, and this one as well. And this one, the canonic one, red enters green, was once again was supposed to be a profitable one. So once I did a lot of talks about Ishimoku, about the Ishimoku cloud, and but no one managed to prove me the efficiency of this strategy a lot. I was like, yeah, it looks nice in theory. It seems like it can generate some profits, but it's not something like, it's not a game changer. It's not a game changer. I don't see that this strategy is more, for example, more profitable than a strategy. So, for example, then it is much better than, for example, the simple moving average one. So, and I was like, I looked at that and I was like, nah, I don't see it. I don't see this strategy being very profitable, and eventually I never switched to Ishimoku. But some people just like it. Okay, so it's just not my cup of tea, and then I eventually I stopped using the Ishimoku cloud completely. Okay, next question here. Sorry, I tried to deposit 2,000 rupees in my OLYMP TRADE account. That transaction got failed, but my money got debited from my bank account. It happened 5 days ago, and I tried to get them to get my refund, but no response. Well, first of all, don't worry. It might happen. It's not something that we like happening, but sometimes it does happen. But trust me, all 100% such cases are being investigated, are eventually resolved, and your money is either refunded or credited to your trading account on the platform. It's basically two options. So whether we either refund this money or this money is gets credited to your trading account, trading platform. So guys, do you have any further questions, I wonder? So let's a question from Michael. Could you help briefly what's going on with the trader's way with the daily task? Oh yes, unfortunately, last week daily tasks got removed here. We are undergoing a process of change, right? So we are adding some features, and also sometimes we remove certain features. We are working on a substitute to make this trader's way and more interesting. And we had to remove daily tasks as of now in order to prepare something interesting. And so unfortunately, I don't want to give you some false promises. So probably until the end of summer, until September, we are not going to have any new features on the platform. But after that, so probably after September, we should have some new cool features on the platform. So stay tuned, and you won't be disappointed. So we are going to give you we are going to provide you with a bunch of very interesting features on the platform. Okay. So a question here. Okay, so another one. Can I use cryptos to deposit? Yes, absolutely. And using cryptos to deposit is actually a very quick way, a very convenient way. So you just basically go to USDTRC, press confirm. Then you have this automatically generated QR code and address, and then you can kind of copy that address. And so for those people who know how cryptocurrencies works, and those who have some crypto, some assets, some assets in cryptos, maybe on Binance or some other cryptocurrencies, then for you it's like a piece of cake, easy as a pie. So, hi Thomas, I've been trading since 4 years, but ended up losing all capital. I want to give one last try. Can you give any golden advices for me? Wow. So any golden advice would be to basically figure out what worked, like, because what was that strategy or that indicator that was keeping you afloat? Did you have some some specific pattern that you relied on, or what was it? There definitely was something that was generating money for you, that was generating profits. So the idea of a successful trader is to basically identify that pattern or that thing, and to basically make some cash using that. There is no other way around, unfortunately. I wish I could give you like some really golden advice, but usually there is no this holy grail of trading. It just doesn't exist. It's more about consistent work, and it's all about considering this as a marathon. So maybe if it didn't work, something that I might recommend would be to maybe switch to like another, I wouldn't say activity, but change maybe assets. So try investing into like, for example, cryptos on our platform, like Forex, like just buy maybe 5 different cryptos, 5-6 different cryptos, pick some of them. Those are those that are already have gone up, or those who haven't, and sort of try to catch this momentum. So I don't know, it's just not really not much else I can recommend. So it's all about just like trying different things and seeing what works and what doesn't. It's pretty much the rinse and repeat process. So nothing else really. It's just kind of like that. So for example, Cardano, I think it has potential to go up at least here. That's plus 33% gain. Nice, that looks nice. Stellar, okay, so Stellar has grown already. Maybe it has more potential, who knows, from 0.8, so that's 25%. Maybe it has more potential. Bitcoin Cash, well, I don't know, something that I probably wouldn't buy now is Bitcoin Cash, because it has kind of grown already, but then something that is gaining so much attention because it's already posting 300% 300% gains. That's something that might attract even further momentum for growth. So next question here, one investment asset according to you for now. Well, might be gold or Brent. I think, I don't know, I don't see why not Brent, given so many news here. Okay, so given so many positive news on Brent, why not? It's a good trading idea. I've been thinking about it. Gold, definitely a good trading idea. So yeah, opening up trades on gold. Yes, so my stop loss is here. I can even move it closer, just below this previous low, so that it doesn't get triggered by any quick drop. But and the take profit is, okay, so take profit should be somewhere around here. Okay, so I think it's a good one. Now, if you were in my situation, how would you deal my I don't trade in Forex, only FTT? Wow, it's, guys, it's different, very difficult to put yourself in someone else's shoes to sort of know your situation. Like I said, like I told you in my previous webinars, my way to success, my way to profits in trading was never like, I would say, like, for 95% of traders, or 90% successful traders, it is never a like a green street, right? It's never an easy road. It's always like bumpy. There are so many difficulties on the road happening. So it is very difficult to say, like, to give one best advice, like what to do in that or this or that situation. So I don't know. It's just difficult. Like trying something, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, thinking about the importance of psychology and money management. It's just there isn't like a short answer to that. It's all about like process, right? So maybe take a break. Yeah, maybe that would be a nice piece of advice. So take a break. Don't try to like win back something that you've lost. So take a few weeks break, take maybe 5 month break, something like that. You don't have to be, if you don't feel like trading, just take a break and then cold-headed try another time. So it's like that. Okay, guys, I will take another question, like the final one here from Edwin. So he says, "Hello, Thomas. How do you overcome your fear of losing? I always seem get out of profitable positions early." Yes, that is a very common. That is probably the most common thing. It's all about fear and it's all about greed. So on the one hand, we want to lose. We don't want to lose, and we always want to be winning, and at the same time we always want to be greedy. So for example, here I already feel temptation to close this trade because it's $600 already profits in this particular trade, and I know that I can with this money I can already make some, with $600 I can have a nice mini vacation, mini trip probably for a few days, not for a long time, but 2-3 day vacation. I can buy maybe some cell phone or some other, well, not so much cell phone, but some cool gadget. So when you see this money, okay, with Litecoin I can go on a nice vacation by myself, not with my girlfriend, by myself. Now the story is that you have to really work with your trading psychology. Now, how do you overcome fear of losses? Well, it's simple. All you need to do is you need to open many trades. So you need to do this exercise. You need to decrease the amount to $1. So once this amount drops to $1, and then you start opening trades. $1, $1, $1, $1. So now I will not lose a lot of money. I might lose like 30 cents or something. It's not a big deal. It's like nothing. Okay, but at the same time, that's something that I was doing in the very beginning of my trading career. I was opening many trades, and I never was in a rush. I always sort of had some risk manager behind my back watching my trades, or at least a mental one, a mental tutor. And I knew that if I start breaking my rules, the rules of money management, the rules of risk management, eventually I'm going to lose big. And I never wanted to lose big because I knew that it's game over once you lose a lot in trading. And I knew that I shouldn't be in a rush. And well, basically that's little by little, I was disciplined. Something that I talked about on Friday. I wasn't focused. I didn't have so much focus, but I had discipline. Okay, so nice. Okay, so somehow I made just wow, all for close to the profit. Very close one, but anyways, no, I was just lucky here. Okay, guys. So that's probably it. So stay disciplined, stay focused. Consider trading a long run. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Learn from the market, analyze your feedback, analyze the feedback that you are getting from the market, and eventually you will be profitable. So one final question here. I had money problem deposited 700 rupees. 700 rupees is around $10 or even less, $8 in OLYMP TRADE real account, and the amount is debited from my account but not credited. So guys, yes, unfortunately it keeps happening because we have some payment aggregators, intermediaries between us and you, and those guys, they oftentimes have temporary glitches, temporary problems, and what you're gonna do. So there isn't much we can do about it. We are trying to resolve those issues as soon as possible. So don't worry. 100% cases, all the cases, the money returns to your trading account or to your banking account. Now, guys, thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you next Monday, or maybe I will do my webinar on Friday. So, isn't there a good way to top up a small account? Well, isn't there a good way to top up a small account? Well, some people start with small accounts, and some people trade with like medium-sized accounts. It's kind of, I don't know, difficult to say. Well, anyways, thank you very much for your attention, guys, and I will see you quite soon. Bye bye.